Come to think of it, much good to see you. What'd you bring? Wanna sell in bulk? Sure, it's a deal. You finished? Come back soon.
I never felt
Good day. Here are my requests. A shame. Very well. Welcome to the Velvet Room. Registering will you register it to the I've completed registration. This is your progress so far. This persona, yes? So you'll be summoning this one? May it be your inner strength. Very well. This is your progress so far. Are you in search?
It is a special persona you desire, is it not?
Very well. We look...
Go have a look.
Thanks for stopping by.
Let's give this our best shot. Great!
Hey, it's a real one.
This is our enemy! It'd be great if we can defeat it! That's a win for the team! Good job, everyone!
All right, who's next?
Oh, there! reading the Reaper?
We're in for a fight. But I've got this.
Crap, this is bad!
It's an enemy of the Devil, Kana. Let's give it everything we've got. In this situation, I won't lose. Summoning! Persona! Engage! Impressive footwork, Sonata-senpai! Basic maneuver. Now's the time. Come,
The best bet would be... Caesar!
This is my resolve. This is my duty.
Fears cut deep within the goings. You can put your fate, destiny to the tune. All the things to do is change who you are now to who you want to be. First enemies is out of the race. Whoever make it out may be ready for the battle. It's still, it's fair, be ready now. Don't worry about the losing, no
Automata was detected.
the greater good, imagine later, word, annihilator. You gotta ask you, the violence, the leader, or the dog until you
I have to
find
do
out
this.
so who we are.
Persona!
Over the truth, there ain't no truth.
Thank you very much.
Shadows old mask.
I'll take care of this. Let's do it! Caesar!
What is optimal? Athena, engage! Pull the trigger. I won't lose.
The best bet would be...
This is my resolve. Athena!
I'll go with.
Damage inflicted. I've been knocked down. You didn't even hit me? What next? Isis! I appreciate it.
We're just getting started.
Sonata-senpai's looking intense.
Persona!
I can do this. Persona, engage!
Fears cut deep within the gun wounds. You can put your fate, destiny to the tomb. All the things to do is change who you are now to who you wanna be soon. First enemies inside us already. Whoever makes it out may be ready for the battle. Be ready, not only waiting, but the losing, no increase. Experiences for
Pull the trigger, leader!
Thank you for your support.
Who's gonna win this?
Let's go!
What is optimal? Athena, engage!
What to do? Persona.
How dare you! Yukari comes down! She's in trouble! You better watch it! Her leader's confused!
do this.
Someone back him up! Isis!
As predicted.
Too slow.
Head is spinning. Found something useful!
The best bet. I'll take care of it. Got this.
Yukari-chan's confused!
I can do this.
No, she's acting on her own!
Fears cut deep within the gun wounds. It can put your fake destiny into the tomb.
Hello!
Changing who you are now to who you wanna be. First enemy.
I read you like a book.
Dodge the attack! Nice one!
No thanks, man.
Let's use this!
Using idol.
Oh, enemies defeated! Good work out there! How are you? Armed and ready!
I'll go with. Never mind.
One step at a time. Caesar!
Pull the trigger! Let's end this! Just one more! Take that! Enemy defeated! You're doing great, Yukari-chan! All hands on fire! It's a win for the team! Good job, everyone!
Good work, everyone. Now, let's...
How are you?
Yes. Good day. Are you accepting a request? Wonderful. Marvelous. House. Very well.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep, yep.
Goodbye. Thank you very...
Excuse me, could I trouble you for a moment? Have you seen a kitty cat around here? She's a precious little white-spotted cat named Michan. She slipped away when I wasn't looking. I'm so worried about where she could have gone. She's getting on in her years, like me, so I doubt she could have gotten very far.
A white-spotted cat. Did you see one?
Oh, I see. I've been so worried. I hope my little Michan is eating all right. Thank you for your help. I'll try looking elsewhere.
A white-spotted cat named Michan. If you don't mind, could we help her look? Being separated from a loved one can be very distressing after all. Yes! What's the phrase usually used in situations like these? What goes around, comes around to hit you in the back of the head. That's it! She might be so hungry, she could eat a house. Or was it hungry as a house? In any case, we should hurry. Michan-san! Michan-san! Are you there? There's no trace of her. I can detect hostile readings like shadows. But when it comes to this, I'm useless, aren't I? And I was the one who insisted we search. I'm sorry. it's not working out. After all, how could a machine like myself have feelings like a normal person? It's getting dark. We should probably give up the search for today. Thank you very much. I'm happy that you took the time to indulge me in this. I'll be going back alone today. I need some time to think. I'm sorry. After you invited me out, too.
Yes. Okay. Oh. Yes.
Here comes the champ.
Now things are getting exciting! Get him, Amada!
We heard you guys were gonna have a match, so we came to witness.
These kinds of things need an audience, don't you think?
When I told them I wanted to beat you, they all offered to help.
I set up a training routine for him, and gave him advice on his movement.
I also wanted to build my legs and core, so I've been going on runs with Koromaru.
And I took on the role of being you for practice matches.
We figured if he couldn't land a hit on Junpei, then beating you would be out of the question.
But, hey! Spare a thought for the guy covered in bruises over here! Man, he really didn't hold back anything on me.
Well then, let's do this.
You're doing good, Amada! Keep it up!
You can do this. Just take it half a step further.
Crap, did he get hit?
The next one's coming. Get up!
Hey, are you guys up there?
Oh yeah! That's a clean hit! The winner is Amada in the blue corner!
I just got lucky. Plus, I did kind of cheat.
No. You saw a window of opportunity and you took it. That's something to be proud of.
Fuka and I bought some roasted sweet potatoes. I was looking for everyone to come eat with us, but what are you guys doing up here anyway?
We're witnessing a showdown between men. Right, Amada?
It sounds kind of weird when you put it like that. But yeah, I guess so.
It was a great match on both sides.
Huh? I don't really get it, but it sounds like you're having fun. It's cold though, so you should head inside soon.
Oh wait, did you say sweet potatoes? Count me in!
I bought them for Amada-kun. Junpei, you can have the skin and the burnt parts.
Hey! What am I, a dog?
Thanks for the match. I learned a lot from it. No, I just got lucky. I was stuck on the defensive that whole time, but I think I did do better than our last fight. Now, I just need to apply this to a real battle. Technically, we're tied 1-1 now, so the next match decides the real winner. Not sure I actually have a chance, though. But I hope you'll let me challenge you again sometime. You gotta promise, okay? Okay. Then, until that time comes, will you hold on to this for me? That's the key to the house I lived in with my mom. Whenever I look at it, I remember the time I spent with her. That house is filled with all kinds of memories we shared together. I know the final battle isn't going to be easy, but no matter what, I want to come back here. I feel like this key will connect us to each other. And I hope, someday, maybe I can be that person someone can always come back to. Just like how Mom and everyone at the dorm was there for me. Sorry for talking for so long. Shall we go down and have some sweet potatoes? So our next match would be next year? Maybe even longer than that. I know! How about once I reach the same height as you? And if we're around the same build, I might stand a chance. Oh, but you'll probably be even stronger by then. When that time comes, I wonder what everyone will be like. It's exciting just thinking about it.
Today's meeting is canceled. Did Odagiri-san do something? A teacher came by earlier and called him to the faculty office. That teacher seemed really upset.
Don't be so stubborn. All you have to do is write his name on the list.
He was appointed to the student council by the president herself. He's a responsible person.
You know there are witnesses who've seen him wandering the streets late at night, don't you? I thought you hated students who don't follow the rules.
It's not that I doubt the witness reports. It's more that I trust him. So I'm not adding him to the list.
Odagiri, I really thought you were smarter than this. You can go ahead and forget about our deal.
If you'll excuse me then. So, you heard all that. I know, you don't have to convince me. That teacher suspects you of all people. How he ever got certified is a mystery to me. Don't worry. Even if the whole school turns on me, I'll have your back. I'll have your back. You're starting to rub off on me. See you later.
Welcome back.
I made the right choice getting the same thing as you. Oh, I was just thinking. Doesn't eating fish remind you of the ocean? It's a part of our lives, I guess, living along the coast. We even spent our vacation at the beach. Hey, after all this is over, why don't we go somewhere different? Like the mountains. We could have lunch outdoors. Maybe we'll even see a deer or something. What do you think? Right? Alright then, I'll make us lunch. I might not look like it, but I'm a pretty good cook. Just you wait and see. It's been a while since we've talked about going on vacation. I'm excited just thinking about it. I'm not sure how to say this, but when I'm with you, I don't feel so alone. I mean, I do have friends, and there's everybody at the door. Usually I feel like the real me is trapped somewhere deep down inside. Maybe it's because of my family situation, but I'm always pushing people away without realizing it. Lately, though, that's been changing, and I think it's thanks to you. Well, shall we head out?
Oh, well...
Hey! Maybe this is what they call divine guidance. The detective called me this morning and said he found my wife and son. He said they're running a small restaurant. Sounds like it's pretty popular among the locals. My son's married. His wife is pregnant. Sure makes me feel old. Ain't coming back till I earn their forgiveness. So, I'll be out of town for a while. I decided the next time I saw your face would be the day I leave. So I'll be going tonight. I'll get down on my knees if I have to. If my son wants to sock me in the face, well, that's fine too. I've been thinking about proposing to my wife again. Even though I'm not so good with words. I'm gonna say, I want to recite the sutras with you by my side for the rest of my life. Well, how's that sound? Come on, kid, you're embarrassing me. Might not mean much coming from a monk who couldn't relinquish thoughts of the family he lost. But I was finally able to face the fact that I was drinking to hide my true feelings. It was an enlightenment of sorts. It's all your fault, kid. After lecturing you all those nights, you started reminding me of my son. Maybe Buddha sent you to help me. I gotta admit, I believe in fate. If I'd not met you, I don't think I'd ever see my family again. I owe you, kid.
The innermost power of the Tower Arcana. We now bestow the ultimate form of the Tower within.
Here, take this. Think of it as a goodbye gift. You mix Cointreau with white rum and lemon juice and shake it. You get a cocktail called XYZ. Movies and manga often use the initials XYZ to symbolize the end of something. But I consider XYZ to be the best of the best. It tastes so good going down. I'll be praying that your future will be XYZ. So long, kid.
Hey, dude!
Yep, yep.
Huh? Yep.
And that concludes the disciplinary committee's forecast report.
Next up is the treasurer's report.
Yes.
Hey, sorry, but I was hoping you had some time once this meeting's over. We can talk up on the roof. I'm sorry to drag you up here, but I wanted to tell you something. The cigarette butt incident is going to be dropped. It seems interrogating every student in the school raised a few concerns. I wanted to be student council president next year, and that teacher promised to endorse me if I agreed to help him. But I lost any hope of achieving that when I spoke up against him. Not to mention the student body isn't so fond of me. I rambled on about rules and fairness, but all I really proved was that I was desperate for power. See, now I understand why the president asked you to join the student council. You don't say things to put people down. You're just honest with them. The system only works if you have people's trust. And trust isn't something you can force on anyone. When that teacher doubted you, I felt backed into a corner by a fool who simply had more power than I. It felt like the truth was being distorted and that I might lose a friend as a consequence. If it wasn't for you, I would have become a tyrant. So, thank you. Don't you dare repeat what I just said to anyone. I realize it's out of my usual character. I'm sure everyone would just make fun of it. Just promise, okay?
Oh, it's you. Salut. You know, there's not much time left for us to spend like this. In just a short while, we'll be looking back on these days with nostalgia. Well... Since my father passed away, I've been faced with a number of complicated issues. My inheritance, the future of the Kirijo group, and the expectations of everyone involved with both. It's possible I won't be going to college or starting a career. I may need to walk a different path. Say, what does marriage mean to you? That's a straightforward answer. However, I'm a Kirijo. I can't let my feelings tug me around when making these decisions. An agreement between two parties, such as marriage, takes careful consideration. My parents' marriage was arranged for strategic reasons, but as time passed, they slowly grew to honestly love each other. I don't think they were unhappy with their lives. Love can take many different forms. Am I wrong about this? If I could speak with my father one last time, I would ask him directly. Looks like we ended talking in the library. I'm not setting a very good example as student council president. We should go.
Good evening, Senpai. But I think... I may be a little younger than you, and perhaps not the most reliable. But if you ever find yourself in need, I'm here to lend you a helping hand. Please, don't forget that. Sorry if that was sudden. Things have been strange lately, so... maybe all those TV programs are starting to influence me. You're always so full of energy, Koromaru-kun. Well, even if it was just coincidence that we happened to cross paths tonight, I'm glad. I would have liked to talk a bit longer, but it's getting late. We should start heading back. How wonderful. All right.
I see you're back.
Yes! It looks like they're growing quite nicely. I'm amazed at how robust they are. The ladybug has grown into a fine adult as well. Does this mean our mission is complete? That's a job well done. I did my best to do everything in my power. I'm happy I was able to assist. Oh, as I've tended these plants alongside you, I've realized something. I've made so many new discoveries beside these planters. Everyone is doing the best they can to make their way in the world. That goes for the plants, the pests, and the ladybug too, and you as well. I may be a machine, but I also want to do the best I can. I'll give it my all to make my way in the world, just like everyone else. Do you think I'll be able to? You're already working hard enough, but hearing that from you is making me even more motivated. Of course, I don't plan on sacrificing my attention here either. Okay, it's time to get started. I think
You know what? Yep.
Attention, please.
Let's begin, shall we? I'm not going to say much, though. In the end, it's your decision. All right, first question. After you graduate, are you planning on going to college or getting a job? I see. Well, if you've already thought about it and made your choice, then there's nothing else for me to say. What's most important is that the decision is yours. And yours alone. If someone else makes it for you, you'll regret it later. And then, you'll have to live with the consequences, whatever they may be. But, to be honest, I'm not that worried about you. You've really matured over this last year. In fact, you've changed so much, I almost don't even recognize you. Don't tell me you haven't noticed. What do you think has helped to bring about this change the most? I see. Well, whatever the reason, you should be proud of the young man you've become. That's all for now. I hope you have a successful third year. Let's see, who's next? Ah, Aige-san. Would you mind letting her know? Thank you.
Oh, the next one up for career consultation? That'd be Aiga-san. She was just here a second ago, but I guess
Maybe she's on the roof? Seen her go up there alone every now and then. Sure. Good luck. So do you think she's gonna go to college or get a job? She's full of mysteries, isn't she?
she's changed recently, though, don't you think? Like her expressions and stuff.
Again with that? You ever gonna stop thinking about hitting on girls?
I don't mean it like that. All I'm saying is...
Oh, I'm sorry I went off on my own. After New Year's, when I had time to gather my thoughts, I realized something. When I fought Ryoji-kun that night, I got really scared when my consciousness began to fade. But that wasn't all. I was also confused and ashamed when I realized I couldn't defeat him. But I couldn't defeat him 10 years ago either, and I didn't have those feelings then. I really have changed. I've been thinking a lot about this change that's occurred in me. In the past, if I didn't understand something, I would just ask someone to explain it to me. But ever since I decided to live for myself, no one's been able to answer the questions I've been facing. But there's one thing that I do understand. The reason why I wanted to be close to you was so I could monitor death. But even though death is gone now, I still want to be by your side. I still don't know what it means to live yet, but I want to learn the answer. And I think I can if I'm with you. So please, please, take me with you. I may not be strong enough, but I'll fight with everything I have. Please. Thank you.
Hey, I'm Ken. What do you got? Wanna sell? Alright, I'll take that. Uh-huh. Running a little sale today. See if anything catch all done here. Be seeing you.
You made up your mind? Thanks! made up your mind? That's eggs! You got everything you need? Thanks!
That reminds... What? Creating equipment. We have some new items prepared. Come take what would you like? I'm sure this will prove to be useful. Go on, look around. Baby, stay with me. You gotta tell no. I never felt like. You've got it, sure. I never felt like. You like that one? Did that? We have a deal. You gotta tell no. How many? Did that? We have a deal. How many? All right, I'll trade you for this. Baby, stay with me. You gotta tell no. I never felt like. You like that one? All right, I'll trade you for this. I never felt like. Baby, stay with me. I'm sure this will prove to be useful. Officer Kurosawa and I go way back. He and my neighbors usually keep me in the loop about everything going on. You like that one? We have a deal. How many? Have you? All right, I'll trade you for this. Is that all you need? Come again.
Good time. Oh, thanks. Which is what I believe to be the proper way to wear one's uniform. Please keep these things in consideration. I'm not saying everyone should follow this to the letter, so we'll leave it to the discretion of the individual. Holy crap! Did that just come out of his mouth?
I think this is the first time he's cared about anyone else's opinions.
Well, at least he's trying.
Thank you. I couldn't have done it without you. So, how did I do? What did everyone think? I'm proud of myself for making an effort at the very least. I may have painted a selfish, arrogant portrait of myself to everyone, so I'll have to win back their trust. Here, look at this. One of the guys fessed up about the cigarette butt in the boys' bathroom. It took a lot of persuasion, but he promised me he'll never smoke again. This lighter is proof of that. I earned his trust by showing compassion for others. Just like you taught me. That's why you should be the one to have it. Thanks. spent my whole life looking down on others. Such baseless bravado. But you taught me an important lesson. Something I'll carry with me forever. I don't think I'll ever be anything like you, though.
We now bestow upon thee the ultimate form of the Emperor within thyself.
Do you remember the story I told you about the TV station's writer? That man. He's my father. I see now that sincerity is important, and I'm proud of myself for understanding that. I also realized what an amazing man my father is. It's about time to go. Say, do you want to stop by somewhere before we head home? Now that I think about it, we've never hung out outside of school before.
Welcome back. No. What? So...
Yes. Thank you. Today, I'd like to make a snack food that would pair well with tea. That said, I'm not terribly well versed in the art of cuisine. So I'm hoping to make some simple karumeyaki. Did your teachers ever show you how to make it? A karumeyaki is a confectionery that was passed down from Portugal during the Sengoku period. Karume derives from the Portuguese word caramelo, or caramel in English. Well, it might be faster if you just see for yourself. Let's get started. Temperature control is key. We want to turn off the heat right before it hits 130 degrees Celsius. Oh, we should keep things moving. Let's put the sugar in the ladle first. What a nostalgic flavor. It may not require hours in the kitchen, and the taste isn't particularly complex, but I'm quite fond of these. And more than anything, it's nice that we can make it ourselves. You know, when I saw this for the first time, I thought it was like magic. I've tried making it myself a number of times, but I ended up burning it on every attempt. I guess you could call it a bittersweet memory. But I didn't give up. I continued practicing. And that's finally led to our success today. What do you think? Hearing you say that makes me glad to have shared it. Back home, there were plenty of opportunities to host formal dinners and tea parties, but I never considered it particularly admirable to have someone else prepare the extravagant dishes. Doing the cooking myself also allows me to talk with you like this. And isn't that sort of familiarity the key to understanding each other better? I think this might have been what I was missing. Instead of complaining about being difficult to approach, I needed to create an opportunity for change. It's fascinating, the kind of things you learn by simply inviting someone over for tea. Thank you. I hope we can talk again like this. Oh, right. I had a favor to ask. There's still some sugar and baking soda left. Do you think you could help me make another batch? Karumeyaki keeps for a long time. This could be a good chance to make some for the others.
Oui. Last night, my aunt, she was taken by the angels. I'm sorry. You were not expecting to deal with this. My aunt was the reason I was able to come to Japan. And now she's been taken away. She helped me so much, but I could not do anything for her. I tried holding it all inside. I felt that crying would not help me. But when I saw the look on your face, Forgive me, but I cannot sew today. I am going home. Well, peace out.
Oh, welcome.
Hello. Thank you. It's so simple. This may sound silly to you, but I've always wanted to try the whole theater experience. Even though we sat at the end of the aisle, I didn't feel that my view was compromised in the least. It seems a lot of thought goes into the design and construction of a movie theater. Thanks to you. I've never felt comfortable enough to come here alone. I'm sure most people don't consider this to be such a big deal. I imagine someone like Yukari would have no reservations seeing a movie by herself. She's likely more suited to riding a motorcycle than I am as well. Yes, you must have seen it when I rode in to provide support for the team. However, that wasn't my original motivation for getting it. With a motorcycle, I can go where I want, when I want, all on my own. You could say it's my modest attempt at rebellion against the many restrictions of my life. After it was damaged, I considered letting go, but ultimately I decided to have it repaired instead. I don't regret it. Even now, I spend my time tuning it whenever I can. Together? Can you ride one on your own? Or do you plan to cling on behind me? Whichever it is, you've got your work cut out for you. In any case, you have my thanks. I'm feeling a lot better now. You know, I have to wonder, when my parents went through stressful times, maybe they had moments like this too. Sorry, I know this isn't the proper place to stand around chatting, but if it's all right with you, why don't we stay here a bit longer before heading back?
I see you're back.
Everyone?
Yeah.
Everyone, attention please. It seems the painting Hiraga-kun submitted to the contest really caught the eyes of the judges. And while it's highly unusual, they're going to reserve an award spot just for you, Hiraga-kun.
Huh? I don't think I understand. What does that mean?
It means you're guaranteed an award. At best, you'll receive first place. At worst, an honorable mention. The judges were impressed with your shading techniques and said you crafted a masterwork of realism.
Congratulations, Hiraga-kun.
Hey, way to go!
This is the art club's first real achievement.
Wait, then that means... Yeah, that's right. He promised me. He said I could do whatever I want if I want. So this means I don't have to listen to him anymore, right?
We should all do something special to celebrate.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Thanks, everybody. Especially you. I'm sorry if I made you worry. Let's go. You're celebrating with us, right?
I don't mean to interrupt the fun, but Hiraga-kun, I'd like to fill you in on a few details. But don't worry, it shouldn't take long. The rest of you can wait outside the faculty office if you'd like. Well, Hiraga-kun, one of the judges saw a lot of potential in you as an artist and had an offer for you. If you're interested, they'd be willing to help arrange for you to study abroad. How does that sound?
Study abroad? Me? As an artist?
Wow! As in overseas? Hiraga-senpai's amazing!
Hey, are you guys from the art club? Have you seen Hiraga?
He's in the faculty office now for...
Hiraga! I've been looking everywhere for you! Mikari just fainted! Come quick!
Huh? Oh, okay, got it. I'll be right there. I'm very sorry, but I'll need some time to think about this.
He says he doesn't want to be a doctor, but he just can't ignore people in need. That's how he is. A doctor's son with such an eye for art.
I never thought I'd be so jealous of a student.
I don't think anyone's in the mood to celebrate now. I'll let everyone know what happened. You can head out now if you'd like.
Welcome back.
Koro-chan looks so comfy. You sure know your way around a brush. Oh, you might know something about this. Lots of people like to give Koro-chan gifts whenever he goes for a walk. Do you know where he's keeping them? I see. So you're not sure exactly where they are. I wanted to make sure there wasn't any raw food that could go bad. Ah, right. You're still in the middle of brushing him. I'll leave you to it then.
Thank you very much. Was that a cat's meow? Could it be? Are you Michan-san? It is Michan-san! I'm so glad! Let's go tell the old lady about this.
Oh, there. You seem a little skinnier than you used to be. This little one is all I have left to keep me company. I was so lonely when Michan was missing. I don't know how I can thank the both of you.
Lonely? Is being by oneself lonely?
Oh, yes, dear. When you get to be my age, you'll find that all the wealth in the world won't take care of you. No one can truly live alone. Some of my neighbors have delightful children, but they aren't interested in old ladies like me.
Miss.
Well, Michan, shall we go home? Thank you so much, you two.
It seems that living is something that can't be done alone. Yes, it's important to keep someone in your thoughts, and to know that you are in theirs. To be able to contact them anytime, and to touch them. But I do understand one thing. It seems I feel happy when I'm together with you. But I have to wonder, if living means to be able to connect with other people, how close to that goal can I come with a body like mine? Just kidding. I've been exceedingly negative lately. I wonder what's wrong with... We should start heading back.
Oh, it's you.
They recommended this at the store when I said I was looking for a movie with a cool, hard-boiled main character. But so far, he just seems like a reckless old man to me. He even fell for that woman's lies. Do people really think this guy is cool? Really? I don't get it. He's surrounded by gangsters again! Wow! He was so cool! He actually knew it was a lie the whole time, and he was just pretending to be tricked. His signature phrase was so good, too! You can't be a detective without smarts, and you've got no right being a detective without a heart. Looks like this movie is part of a series! Let's watch the other ones together when you have time.
Oh. Thank you very much. That old lady. She's Michan-san's owner.
Hey, Granny! I got a date tomorrow, but, I don't have any money or anything, you know?
Oh my, is that so? Oh, you poor thing. You've always been such a good boy, Kyoshi. This advance on your allowance will just be between you and me.
Come on, quit it! I told you not to call me Kiyoshi!
But it's such a beautiful name. I picked it out myself, you know. It was the name of a fine doctor from my home village.
Yeah, I know, I've heard. Come on, hook me up already!
Oh, yes, yes. It's not much. Try not to spend it all in one place.
Sweet, thanks. See ya!
Be careful, and visit again soon.
I have something I want to ask that Kiyoshi-san. Kiyoshi-san, please wait.
Hey! Don't call me that! Aika-senpai?
Do you know me?
Well, yeah. You're famous. I'm Kiyoshi Sakuma. I'm a first year. Everyone calls me Joe, Aika-senpai, so you can just...
I would like to ask you something, Kiyoshi-san. Do you mind?
Sure.
Kiyoshi-san, do you feel lonely when you are by yourself?
Huh? What?
Your grandmother said that she's lonely because she has nobody.
What is this, a lecture?
No. I just want to know. Why don't you visit your grandmother more often? If you are her relative, you may have the power to alleviate her loneliness.
I mean, I am her grandson, but look, I don't need a lecture from you, all right? It's none of your business, okay?
Kiyoshi-san, have you ever considered what it means to live?
To live?
Personally, I think the bonds between people are what's most important. That's what your grandmother is slowly losing.
To live? Are you kidding? No one actually talks like that. What more do you need out of life than to have a blast?
To have a blast?
I mean, you're happy when you're having fun, right? So hell yeah! We're alive to have a good time!
A good time?
So, what do you say, Aika-senpai? If you got time, why don't we...
Thank you, Kiyoshi-san. Let's go.
Huh? What the hell? What, so you were just trying to play me? Screw you!
I can't understand Kiyoshi-san's feelings, and I even made him angry. Did I do something wrong? I see. I wonder why hearing you reassure me that way is... It makes me happy. Ever since I decided to live, I've been asking why and how more frequently. The more time I spend with you, the more I discover that I don't understand it. When I ask myself why I'm not alive, I never have an answer. Is this what you call frustration? But at the same time, I feel extremely lucky. I would even say I'm more fortunate than others, despite not being human myself. After all, you are very important to me, and I get to be by your side. It's strange how two conflicting feelings can coexist. In all honesty, though, my feelings towards Kiyoshi-san are unusually hard. Kiyoshi-san has warm, soft hands to embrace those precious to him. And yet he... What is this ugly feeling? Is it... jealousy? Let's stop this. It isn't right. Yes, I am stopping right here. Shall we go home then?
I got really into my reading last night, and never went to sleep. I thought I'd be fine, since I've lost sleep from the pain and anxiety of my illness before, but I suppose I'm not doing my health any favors like this. Don't worry, I know my limits, and how to convince my body that it's still doing fine. I came out here because I was hoping to find you. I only have so much time left, you know. Do you remember when I said I liked reading heartwarming stories? There are as many stories as there are stars in the sky, but I don't think any of them are what I'm looking for. The problem is, none of those stories were written for people like me. I guess I'm just being selfish. Just like I am with you, too. You're always coming to visit me, keeping me company and talking with me. How much of your valuable time have you spent with me? I don't deserve it. You're spoiling me. That's why I like you so much, though. Sorry, I was in such a good mood that I overexerted myself. I'd like to see you again some...
All right. This will probably be the last time we'll meet like this. Is everyone ready?
Can I say something? I know we have to take Nyx down, but if you think about it, that means we'll be getting rid of the... Ryoji-kun mentioned that if he dies, our memories will disappear too. So if we defeat Nyx, we might not remember any of this.
All of our memories.
That's true. Our experiences with the Dark Hour and our personas, we may lose them.
But even if that happens, I want you all to know I won't forget you. Even if it robs us of all our memories together. I swear I'll still remember you all.
What do you mean, Yuka-tan? Of course we'll remember each other.
I won't forget you either!
Me neither.
I as well.
Don't worry. Even if you do forget about us, I'll remind you.
Yeah, so don't worry about it.
Thanks, everyone.
Okay. In that case, let's promise to meet each other again after the battle. No matter what happens.
Good idea. But where should we meet?
I don't think it should be the dorm. We'll come back here anyways, if all goes well. Oh, right. Should we decide when we'll meet up too?
Yeah, it should be a special occasion.
How about on graduation day for the third years? When the Dark Hour vanishes, our memories might not disappear right away. So we shouldn't plan to meet too soon after the battle. And there's no other day that'll have more significance to us.
Wow, you're really smart, Yukari-san. Graduation day, huh? Well, that's easy enough to remember.
Yeah, that sounds like our best bet. All right, let's do it. Now, where should we meet up?
Ideally, a place where we can clearly see that peace has returned to the city.
Someplace with a good view, then?
Oh, how about the school roof?
Ah, nice idea. All right, the roof it is.
Remember how you all feel right now. No matter what happens, we'll keep our eyes on the future. We're not going to forget anything. And we will see each other again.
Right.
What?
Excited, aren't you? All right then. Let's get going.
Yeah.
Together. I'll do my best.
Don't let us down.
This'll be easy.
Yes.
Okay.
Hell yeah!
Leader!
Yo, isn't that right?
I suppose. All right. Leader. All right.
I've been waiting for... Very well. Very well, then.
Let's move out. Everyone stay alert.
Uh-huh. No way!
There's no room for carelessness. Stay alert. There's a treasure chest. What should we do? Excellent. We have the advantage.
Come!
This work.
Persona!
A battle
Win
well
for
fought.
the team! Good job, everyone!
Okay, let's keep on exploring.
Doesn't that one look... You've got the initiative! They don't seem very strong!
The best bet would be... Let's go!
What's the plan here?
Artemisia!
Pull the trigger.
They won't lose!
Thank you.
Thanks, appreciate it.
This work.
Who's that?
Not bad.
Oh no! You've got to get up somehow!
I have to do this.
Isis!
I was careless.
Eureka
I'll hit them where it hurts.
Persona!
I'll go with.
Come! Persona!
That about does it!
All right.
No shadows detected!
That was a good workout.
There's a shadow. There's a treasure chest. What should we do?
Found the stairs. Wanna head up?
Everyone, expect to find.
So, you came after all.
Hugh, where's your partner?
Takaya went on ahead of me. He's destined for far greater heights than someone like myself. So, you guys are here. That means you're serious about fighting Nyx.
How do you know about Nyx?
I just pieced together what information Ikutsuki left behind. Of course, a good chunk of it was just delusional nonsense. He was a real nutjob.
You knew Ikutsuki?
Oh yeah, so he was your boss, huh? It was a big surprise finding that out. And that said, we only really knew his name. He was just one of the researchers who created us.
He created you?
Who exactly are you?
What's the point in telling you? It'll all be over soon.
We don't have time for this. Step aside.
Sorry, no can do. There's no way Nyx could be stopped by the likes of you. But I ain't about to let you get into Kaya's way.
Do you even understand what you're saying? If we don't stop Nyx, all life will be destroyed.
That's the point! He ain't gonna live much longer either way. So we gotta see it through to the end. This is Takaya's wish. So I'm not backing down.
But...
Alright. I think that's enough talking. Time to get serious. Let's do this. However it turns out, this is the end. I'm going all out. I'll go with...
One step at a time. Persona!
Now's the time. Come,
This will do the trick.
Artemisia!
I'm nowhere near Takaya's level, but I've improved since we last fought. You can't hide your weaknesses from me. Come on, let's see your weakness. Give it up already. Persona. Not going down. Nice work. Let's go! Here I come! Not going down! Go back to hell!
Appreciate it.
What's the plan here?
I'll show you!
Give it up already!
What to do? This one. Never mind.
One step at a time. Caesar!
I have to do this.
Isis!
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
You'll pay for that.
Judgment is here! Are you ready? A proper execution.
No, not yet. We're just getting started. You ain't the only ones who came prepared. Watch this. Now you see what I can really do.
Here's a special treat just for you.
This is
I'll go with.
nothing!
Come!
I'll take care of this. Caesar! You can't slow down now. You're up, leader.
What to do?
Hello!
All right! Here I go! And with this, you're finished!
I'll hit them where it hurts.
Artemisia!
You better watch it.
Jordan. Not going down.
Performance-enhancing drops? At that concentration, the side effects must be...
Hear me. Please help them.
He just doesn't give up. It's over! Not going down.
What next? I won't lose.
Shall I move to strike?
Persona!
Pretty good hit.
What to do? Never mind.
The best bet would be... Let's go!
I have to do this.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
What's the plan here?
Artemisia!
I failed. Oh, what are you waiting for? Finish me off! I would do anything for Takaya.
Why are you so devoted to him?
You wouldn't understand. Takaya showed me the light when I was in the darkness. I forget how many years it's been. It was before I knew about the Dark Hour, or having the potential, or any of that. The Kirijo group rounded up orphans from all over, and tried to awaken personas in them. Their goal was to investigate Tartarus.
What?
But when a persona doesn't emerge naturally, it's difficult to control. So, the kids had to take these experimental drugs so their personas wouldn't kill them. Only 3 kids out of the original 100 survived. And after 6 months, the experiment was canceled.
No. So, those 3 survivors were...
So you've all suffered at the hands of the Kirijo group as well.
Takaya saved me from it all. I'll never forget what he told me. Don't be bound by the past. And don't look to the future. Simply live in the moment. Honestly, I don't even give a damn about Kirijo anymore. But I'm gonna fulfill Takaya's wish. No matter what.
But you...
We overstayed our welcome.
We're running out of time. Everyone head up!
But... what about him?
I don't need your pity, dumbass.
No hesitation. If we don't defeat Nyx, then this was all for nothing.
Got it.
Damn it!
Let's go, Aigis.
Look at these ugly clowns, crawling up in droves. You're not eating me. I ain't going out on your terms. I believe in you, Takaya. Fulfill our wish. I'll hold on to the freedom you gave me to the very end.
Hey, you hear that? Don't tell me!
Don't look back!
Let's go.
Stop messing around!
Alright, let's...
Kinda sad when people can't see eye to eye, isn't it?
There's a treasure chest.
Oh, stairs!
There's no room for carelessness. Stay alert. It's a treasure chest.
This is the 261st floor. We're almost at the top.
up these stairs? It's one of those chests.
Leader! Excuse me.
Marv?
I'm looking. Very well. Very well.
So, just ahead of here's the top.
I take it you've defeated Jin. You are quite a troublesome bunch. Even in these final moments, you still insist on fighting. Why struggle against the inevitable end?
Sorry to disappoint. Nothing's gonna end. Not if we have anything to say about it.
Cease your petty resistance. Why not celebrate this wonderful moment instead? I'm not opposed to seeing this world off in your company.
Will you shut up already? We are not letting that happen. Got it?
My life was stolen from me. And in its place, I was given a power I never asked for. And so, I learned that the future is only a delusion. Only by striving to live every moment to its fullest can the soul truly be satisfied. That is why we welcome this glorious revelation, to shine a light upon this darkened world.
I've had enough of your shit! I'm not dying, so you can have a friggin' nightlight!
This is not merely my own desire. Many of my disciples have gathered to rejoice in her arrival.
That's just because Nyx is causing all these strange incidents.
I'm afraid you have that backwards. Consider for a moment, who is responsible for reviving Nyx? Can a single person boast of this great accomplishment? You all worked tirelessly to prevent it, and yet instead, you unwittingly aided in her coming. So you see, this is not just my will. It is the will of all people. People cannot face death without first finding meaning in life. But the world has realized that any meaning in it was lost long ago. Nyx has come because humanity has cried out for her salvation.
No way. I don't believe you. Who would ever wish for Nyx to come?
No. There is some truth in what he says.
I guess.
Wandering without purpose. Living an empty life. Dying an empty death. Has passing your days without suffering. I don't know if this can be called right or wrong. But personally, I wouldn't want to live that way. I want a purpose, and to have others I care about. That's why I came all this way. To me, this is what it means to live.
We're not alone. On our own, we may be helpless. But together, we can achieve the impossible. This is what you lack. That's why you see the fall as salvation. In choosing solitude over bonds with others, you limit your own power.
So a Kirijo, responsible for robbing us of our future, would dare to speak of our limits? How laughable! Then again, I should have known better. This is just the kind of bigotry I would expect from the ones who labeled me a failure. However, fate has chosen us. Very well then. If you insist on proving your superiority, I shall do the same. Either way, your efforts are in vain. Nyx's arrival is but moments away.
You needn't hurry. The moment we awake, it makes no...
I got some words for you bastards. Today...
Be careful! I sense an even greater power than before!
Beelzebub!
I have to do this.
Come fun, Persona!
Let's see. All you trip against this!
It is time.
Athena, engage!
Even as I speak, I can feel it. I pity those who cannot see the blessing in truth. We are mere mortals. We cannot change our fate.
Out of my way!
I'll go with
Beelzebub!
Now's the time.
I won't lose!
What's the plan? Suck on that!
I can do this! Athena!
death to all fools!
You can hit me?
Come!
What's next?
What's next? All you kids against this!
This is my resolve. Persona, engage!
I don't like the look in your eyes. What? Death to all fools!
The moment we await is upon us.
Close?
What to do?
Let's start!
Yes! This is your chance! My energy. I think I can use it now. Times like these call for this.
appreciate it.
Can't stop me now. Let's go!
Ready to engage. Ultia activated.
I let my guard down.
How can you summon such power even in the face of death?
Out of my way!
I'll go with.
Pull the trigger. Have fun! Persona! I appreciate it.
What's next? Yeah! Check this out! Hell yeah! Here it's done for!
Persona!
The moment we await is upon us.
Gino, hear me. Please help them. Found something useful.
Thanks.
Let's see. Persona!
Why? This again? Is my resolve If so, I'll throw away my trivial prop with my entire being. I will bring you to your knees! Salvation has come! Hypnos!
Everyone has been struck by fear. I have a bad feeling about this. Please get up.
I can use Theurgy.
I have to heal everyone! Quickly!
Let's end this. Just one more. Take that. Yes.
This can't be.
I failed. Haven't. It's over for me. There is nothing more I can do. Now, kill me.
Are you scared?
What a peculiar question. You must be a stranger to death if you think it is something to fear.
What do you mean?
You fear it because you do not understand it. I've lived long enough. I have nothing more to say.
We have no interest in taking the life of someone who can't even move. You will live to see if what you wished for comes true or not.
Yeah, stay right there and think about what you've done.
What a truly baffling group you are.
We're finally here. Up ahead is the summit of Tartarus, the promised place Ryoji mentioned. Let's regroup for the final battle.
Good day. Are you accepting a request? Very well. Very well. Leader!
So this is the top.
Look at that! In the sky!
Oh no!
Nyx?
There's no mistaking its power, even without my persona. I've never encountered anything like it before.
You... Ryoji-kun.
That was my name for a time. I almost miss it.
What's going on? Wait, could you be...
I am merely a harbinger of the fall. Or perhaps I should say, former harbinger. There is no longer a distinction to be made between Nyx and myself.
I see. So this is your purpose. Still, I don't regret my decision. We're taking you down no matter what you are!
I see. Then you must already understand. What people fear the most, what they try to turn away from. That is the wretched thing I have become.
We know that.
Yeah, we're ready.
It's the one absolute for all living things.
Then, you must also understand that it is futile to resist. Will you still face me? Surely, there must be fear in your heart.
Yeah, Of course I'm scared. But who gives a shit? I've got too much to live for.
I'm sick of running away. Living means looking death square in the face, so I won't back down. Not even from you.
Even if I have to sacrifice myself, I will stop you. This is my choice.
I see.
Get ready, everyone! Nyx is attacking! I'm also sensing multiple shadows approaching from the lower floors.
Stand by, team. Intercept those shadows. This is the final battle. Victory at all costs.
Come on, everyone.
I have to do this. I won't lose.
What's next? Let's go!
It is time. Persona!
What to do?
Hello!
The moment man devoured the fruit of knowledge, he sealed his fate. Entrusting his future to the cards, he clings to a dim hope. Yes, the Arcana is the means by which all is revealed. Attaining one's dream requires a stern will and unfailing determination.
Nyx's Arcana just changed to the Magician. His properties changed along with the Arcana. Be careful! It doesn't matter how many times he changes Arcana.
In this
I'll
situation-
get him no matter what! Persona!
I don't care what you are. I'm not backing down.
Burn up! Persona! Time to hit him hard! Flaming tornado!
Impossible.
Toothpaste! Smash! Is that the badass?
The Arcana is the means by which all is revealed. The silent voice within one's heart whispers the most profound wisdom.
You better be ready!
This
He
is
and
my
I are gonna
resolve.
take you down!
Athena, engage!
All shall fall. Impossible. Just accept it.
Thank goodness! Now it's time for a counterattack!
The Arcana is the means by which all is revealed. Celebrate life's grandeur, its brilliance, its mag...
Pull the trigger.
Isis!
Give him hell! Oh, you, Trismegistus!
Impossible.
Summoning! Persona, engage!
The Arcana is the means by which all is revealed. Only courage in the face...
I'm detecting a surge of power from Nyx's sword! I want to protect this world and everyone in it. I was careless. Severe damage. In this situation,
Thanks, dudes. Can't stop me now. Persona!
I won't be beaten. I can do this. Now it's our turn. Releasing all limiters. Ordiamo!
I'll go with. The Arcana is the means by which all is revealed. It is indeed a precious gift.
Nyx's feathers are floating. There's some kind of special power in those feathers. Be careful. You're going to be way more vulnerable to mental ailments. Nyx just changed the Hierophant.
Impossible. Fall.
Dad, your fear will pass in time. Just stay strong.
Not that.
Here we go.
Now's the time.
Come, listen. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it. What's the plan? All you, Trismegistus!
Athena!
The Arcana is the means by which there is both joy and wonder in coming to understand the...
Nyx just changed to the Lover's type.
The things are not
giving up, no matter how long it takes. Energy. I think I can use it now.
What to do or something.
What next? I won't lose.
The Arcana is one of the greatest...
What's
Look
next?
to the chariot now.
Trismegistus!
Everyone is with me. This time, I will defeat you. This is my duty. I'm burnt out.
Just accept it. Just accept it. I'll go with it.
Pull the trigger.
Come, listen.
Thanks, dude.
Appreciate it.
Can't stop me now.
The Arcana is the to find the
In this situation, Justice Arcana!
I'm gonna send you all the way back to the
Over
moon!
here! Watch this!
The Arcana. It requires great...
He changed himself
What's
to the
next?
hermit!
All you, Trismegistus!
Cooldown complete. Ready for action. Summoning. Athena, engage!
Fall. Fall.
We didn't expect this.
Fall.
I'm stuck.
I'll go with...
Hello! Whew, that was close.
Now's the time.
Isis!
Special attack! Ultimate lock! Taste some? That's next!
The Arcana is the means by which all is revealed. Ever present alongside time.
Now it's the Fortune Arcana!
What is optimal?
Athena!
Not that. The Arcana. One need...
Next switch to the
have to
Strength
do this.
Arcana!
I won't lose.
Can't stop me now. Persona! Never gives up.
This is my resolve. Athena, engage!
Accept your fate.
Damage inflicted.
Damn it.
Junpei goes out of the fight!
I'll go with...
In this situation,
Come, Isis!
thank you very
Thanks.
much. Utilizing.
Not over yet.
The Arcana is the means by which all is revealed. In the face of unavoidable disaster lies the opportunity to search for redemption.
Next change to the Hanged Man!
Pull the trigger.
Isis!
Why?
Here, G. I think I can use it now.
give him hell. Oh, you distant!
Summoning! Persona, engage!
Fall.
For real?
What to do?
Now's the time.
Come,
Can't stop me now. Let's go!
what is optimal? This is my duty! I'm hit!
Hello!
The moment man devoured the fruit of knowledge, he sealed his fate, entrusting his future to the card. Yet the Arcana is the means by which all is revealed. Beyond the journey you have taken lies the absolute end. It matters not who you are. One thing is always certain. Death awaits all.
I sense...
I didn't want you to suffer. But the time for that is long past. Is this really what you desire? Well, I already know the end. Very well. Let us continue. Until the world meets it.
I am with you. To the very end! Stay strong, everyone!
Pull the trigger.
I appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Now give him hell. Suck on that!
It is time. Persona, engage!
You cannot avoid. The time has come.
This doesn't look good.
Did we do it?
Such a pity. You understand your fate, yet you still fight against it with all your might. If only there were more like you, then perhaps the fall could have been prevented. But it's too late now.
What is that?
It's the moon. It kind of looks like Ryoji-kun's getting pulled into it. No, wait. It's the moon that's being pulled down to us!
You're kidding me. Are you saying that Nyx is the moon itself?
It's coming. Soon it will descend upon us, crashing into the earth.
Where am I?
Hey, what's going on? What the hell is that? What's going on? Wait, look up there! Is that the moon? What is going on?
What is that thing? I can't get a signal.
My phone isn't working. What's going on? No. You heard anything about this? What's going on?
Holy crap! Look at the moon! Holy shit, this is amazing! It's the apocalypse! The world is finally ending!
Last.
You!
Oh, marvelous. I can't believe the moment has finally arrived.
Shut up!
What are we gonna do? Something's coming from the moon!
What is this? It's like something's crushing me.
This is nothing.
Unbelievable. Even now you continue to struggle. Shut up, you bastard! Death will be patient no longer. Can't you see that? What can you hope to accomplish now? I wish you were here to see it all end, Jin.
I will never give up. Never!
Why? What good will it do to rise up? Just give in.
Hell no. I'm not backing down!
We made our choice. We staked our lives on it.
Amada!
God damn it!
We've come so far. It can't end here.
Leader!
Okay, gotta stay calm. That's right, like Fuka was when she saved me. I'm the one who said we're always connected. That's how I know you're still hanging in there, Fuka. I'm scared as hell right now, but I know I can't give up. Right, Fuka?
What's going on?
Am I dreaming?
Man, what am I gonna do?
How can this be happening?
Someone help!
What on earth?
Are we in the afterlife, dear?
I have no idea. What the heck is going on? What's going on? Why is the world suddenly declaring an emergency?
Someone's gonna have to pay big for this one! I guess all I can do is believe in them. Don't die out there.
There's no need to worry. This isn't the afterlife. You're still very much alive. Do you remember what I once told you? How the strength of your social links will determine your potential. Listen. Can you hear their many voices? Each one's power is faint, yet they all reach out to you. Can you feel them? Close your eyes and listen. Their voices may be faint, but you hear them, don't you?
I'll always have your back. All I can do right now is pray, but whatever it is, man, don't worry about a thing. I know you can do it. I know you're facing a difficult task somewhere out there, but I truly believe that you can overcome any obstacle.
Something frightful is going on, but we're not giving up.
That's right, dear. We have to be strong for him.
Something crazy's going on here. But I know you're out there doing all you can. I'm not gonna lose hope. I learned that from you.
I'm okay right now, and it's because you gave me the courage to stand on my own. So please, you can't give up.
Oh god, I'm freaking out here. But I know he's doing his best out there too. I don't even know what he looks like, but I know he's okay. I can feel it.
Hey! Can you believe what's going on? I know you must be doing everything you can, so I will too.
Everyone else is scared, but not me. You showed me how to be tough. I won't give up.
What on earth made me think of you at a time like this? Well, I suppose you did teach me a thing or two about trust.
You were the one who taught me that running away never solves nothing. And I bet you're somewhere out there fighting the good fight right now. Well, I'm here for you too, kid.
I'll take on any challenge that comes my way without passing blame. You taught me that. I bet you're fighting right now too, huh?
You saved me. I was so blind before. I'm sure you've got things under control, right? You always do.
Can you hear them? These are the voices of hope that wish to help you. Separately, they are weak, but together, they will bring about a great change in you. Now is the time to draw on the true strength of the bonds you have forged. I never dreamed of seeing that card with my own eyes. This is indeed a surprise. Behold, the greatest power that you and I shall unveil. It is the power to bring about a new beginning, or the ultimate end. With this newfound power, it might now be possible. Perhaps you can save those you hold dear from that which cannot be defeated. What you have in your hands is the power of the universe. Nothing is outside the realm of possibility for you now.
We will soon reach your destination.
It seems that, in addition to death, fate has also dealt you the wild card. You must accept your destiny. Our contract has been fulfilled. I have completed my role as well. You were truly A most remarkable guest.
How are you even standing right now?
Hey, you can't be going out there by yourself.
No, don't go!
No, wait! What are you doing?
Damn it! Why? Why the hell can't we get up?
Don't do this! We've already come so far together!
God damn it!
Why aren't you listening? Come back!
I will.
What can we do? How can we help him?
Don't give up! We're gonna get through this. Together!
Give him strength! Take my life if you must!
Don't worry, I'm invincible, so legendary. If I fall down, I'm gonna get back up, right back up, man, to where I left off. What I feel, no matter, because I got my crew on my back, I'm already. Yeah, I got it locked down, the end is
You
coming in,
better
so
come
very
back
true.
from this! You hear me?
Don't believe it! He's going to face it all alone!
No, he's not alone! I'm not letting him die!
Locked down, the end is coming in, so burn my dread. Set my fate, don't worry about a thing, it's in my bag, so burn my dread. A little about a situation, every second I was losing patience. Couldn't execute like daily operations. Good, when we had such a deep relationship. But I chose the path, the right path, sure. Giving my all for pure hope, more than proud in the toughest decision. Whatever outcome, which is however it's played out, lose will win, win, how it's laid out. Time run out and made up.
Promised. Didn't you? Please, you have to make it back!
But it's okay, kid, it's over.
All right, let's do this.
Where are we?
Did Nyx create this place? Or was it him?
Yamagishi, is he alright? What happened?
Everything disappeared after being covered in that light. I don't sense anything now.
Don't tell me he...
The hell are you saying? That's impossible! Try again! You can't be the only one! Oh, wait.
Damn it! Not again!
We put our lives on the line just like he did. In fact, we came here expecting to die. So why only him?
Why am I so powerless? Am I really unable to protect the ones important to me? This is what I was trying to prevent.
You're out there, aren't you? I know you are! I refuse to believe that you're gone! Answer me! I know you're listening!
We're here! Say something, please!
Don't worry.
That voice.
I will sleep once again. Peace will return to this universe. For you. And for him. He's found the answer to life's greatest question. It just happened a bit sooner than it will for the rest of you.
Life's greatest question.
Aigis, you'll find the answer one day as well. Your life too is precious. Irreplaceable. You just need to realize how the bonds of friendship have changed you.
The bonds of friendship.
The Dark Hour will soon vanish from this world. You will truly be liberated from its dominion. The legacy of life will continue. Congratulations. You have the miracle you sought. May we meet again someday.
Now how did we end up back? Hey! Look over there!
Whoa, what's up with Tartarus?
It's finally happening. Everything's going back to normal.
Our job is done.
Wait, is that... You're back! Oh, thank goodness!
You sure took your damn time! Seriously, you were really stringing us along there.
You had me going. I was starting to think we'd never see you again.
Guys, come on. This isn't the time to be crying.
You're crying too, Sanada-san.
Finally, the team's all here.
Leader. Huh? Oh no, they won't stop. What's wrong with me?
Yo! Damn, it's cold. But of course, you never miss a day of school, huh? I'm impressed. Man, this year really flew by. We're practically third years now. Only one more year of high school. You think there's anything interesting on the horizon? Huh. You think so? Looking at the current third years? I'm not really sure. Pretty much all they do is frickin' study. Sure doesn't look like fun to me. Is that what we're gonna turn into next year? Man, why do I feel like I'm forgetting something? Hey, is that girl looking at us? Dude, she's pretty cute! How come I never noticed her before?
What are you talking about? She lives in the same dorm as us.
Wait, she does? What's her name then?
I don't know.
Sheesh, then you barely know more than me. Anyway, it's always crazy in the dorms this time of year. With so many people coming and going. Oh yeah, did you hear? Sonata Senpai's moving out. You know him, right? He's the captain of the boxing team.
Yeah, not that I really talked to him. And obviously all the graduates are leaving. Kirijo Senpai's getting ready to move too.
Kirijo. Oh, the student council president. She's in our dorm too, huh?
Man, what's up with that girl? Hey there! Are you looking at us? Is something wrong?
Oh, no. It's nothing.
She looked like she had something on her mind, huh? Wait, you think she might be interested in one of us?
Not a chance.
Man, you really know how to hit a guy where it hurts. By the way, Yuka-tan. Yeah, never mind. Forget it.
What? Just say it. Now it's gonna bother me.
Well, do you remember how we became friends? I mean, don't take it the wrong way. I was just wondering.
Well, it's not like we're best friends or anything. But I guess it just kind of happened.
Yeah, I guess so.
You know what's weird, though? I think I get what you mean. I can't really explain it, but something just feels off. Now that I think about it, that girl...
Ah, crap!
Anyway, you've been different lately, Miss Toriyumi. You're looking more and more like a professional. Your lesson the other day really caught my eye. It seemed like you spent a lot of time preparing it. I've never seen you so passionate about teaching before. It's unparalleled.
Unparalleled? Well, yes, I have been studying while making preparations lately. Things like how to best communicate the lessons I'm looking to teach. I guess it does seem kind of out of the blue, huh? The thing is, I've decided to stop wasting my time only looking at what's right in front of me.
How wonderful! I'm impressed by your change of heart. What brought this on?
Well, when I was just goofing off one weekend, I met someone. After that, I took a closer look at my life. That person... Wait, they were real, right? They had to be.
Ah, yes, I understand. I myself once had a similar epiphany. Now that I think about it, I met my darling husband thanks to a destiny called fate.
Destiny called fate? Isn't that a bit redundant? Besides, you should be careful what you say to a single woman. Anyway, if you'll excuse me. Oh, is everything okay? Do you need something? You don't look well. Maybe you should go to the nurses. Wait, you dropped something. What? Huh? This phone wallpaper...
Now, mister. No cell phones at school. That screen. I read downward. Love you. My! What a charming confession of love. Did you make this?
Honestly, I have absolutely no clue what this kid is talking about. La 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 la, I can't hear you! I can't hear you! Never mind that. What's going on? Why do you have this screen cap? Oh, don't tell me you got it online. The only ones who were on that server were... No, it couldn't be. There's no way. Are you kidding? No!
Calm down, Miss Toriumi. Help! Someone call a doctor!
Don't tell me. You're Tatsuya? I said all that to you? Oh, no! Oh, no! This can't be happening! I quit this school! I'm leaving! I'm never coming back! Oh, I can't live with this! Just kill me now! So... you really are... I'm... Maya! I'm Maya. It's me, damn it! You got a problem with that? Why don't you say something? Jeez, idiot. This is so embarrassing! Ugh. But there was one thing I wanted to say. If we ever met face to face. I was able to turn my life around thanks to you. So, thank you. Wipe that smile off your face, or I'll wipe it off for you with my fists. Anyway, if you don't mind. If you don't mind. Maybe we could have dinner? Go to hell with this!
Oh, this came for you. I bet his school... It's good news for us. Well, I'll see...
How's it go? The real reason I'm writing is because before I'd pretty much given up. Except there was a part of me, I don't care what it sounds like. I guess we're gonna make a track team here. Well, we practiced that the other day. We don't have fancy equipment like before, so we're not as efficient. But most of the guys are just in it for fun, so I don't really get to do any serious training. But I guess it'll even the playing field for them. How about you? I'm sure you're just gonna... It's weird how badly I want to see you improve. Look, one day, you and I are gonna go at it again. And if I'm gonna be a good rival, then I've got a lot of work to do. It feels nice having a goal to work toward. Almost forgot what it was like. Oh yeah, and my mom's getting better. She's in a long-term care facility. My relatives and friends come. Things have been pretty great. I feel like I can take care of the people who matter to me. It's really fulfilling. And I get to feel that way because of you, so thank you. Can't wait to see you again.
Oh, hey, are you going home now? Okay, then I am too. At least I want to, but I've actually got somewhere to be today. I'll tell you, but don't laugh. I'm going to the public library. Because, there weren't any books about sports physiology at the school library. I want to try studying stuff like that now. But, since we've already bumped into each other, want to chat for a little longer? At least until we reach the entrance. Well, I'm gonna head off.
I've been doing it every day. Aren't I awesome? Hey, remember what I told you before? About finally finding... I never had anything to work towards until now, so... I'll admit, I'd been slacking off. To be honest, my grades really suck. It's been tough getting them back up. Like, I have no idea what chemistry and all that stuff is about. Seriously, it's like a foreign language. So that's why I really gotta buck up. To tell you the truth, I really just want to sit back and enjoy life, but I gotta be patient. That's what I have to keep telling myself. I'm gonna take my dreams into my own hand, and then I'm gonna do some more studying, and then get a job. But after that, we should totally hang out again. We can invite everyone from the track team, too. Ooh, how about we have a drinking party, since we'll all be adults by then? Well, anyway, I'll be focusing only on my studies for now. So don't try to tempt me with anything. Today, I'm gonna work on 3 subjects at once. Impressive, right? Whoops, I better get going. I still need to buy dinner. We'll see ya.
Oh, good timing, man. There's something I wanted to talk to you about. I went back to the hospital to get a checkup on my knee. The results are in. It's 100% healed. They said I can run all I want now. Dude, I was so happy. I almost broke the doctor's back. I hugged him so hard. But thinking about it now, how would things have gone if I'd kept running through the pain? I was pushing too hard, only thinking about myself. I got pissed off when things didn't go my way, so I threw out the advice I got. Shot my knee to hell. Man, I was such a moron. At least I can see it now. I kept saying it was all for my nephew, but in the end, it was just about my own damn pride. I got you, everyone on the team, and my parents all worried about me. I didn't even stop to notice. I was a real selfish brat. Well, it took me this long, but at least I finally snapped out of it. Thanks, man. It's because of you I'm standing here on 2 feet. I swear, things will be different from here on out. I want to repay you all for what you've done for me. No more stubborn pride. I'm gonna listen to what others have to say. Even when it's not... Well, that's about it. I just wanted you to be the one I break the news to. I'll run around to the faculty office and club room later to let everyone else know. Have a good one.
Oh, it's you. You don't look so good. Is the weather? It's already March. There's something I wanted to tell you. Well, we're in the same grade, so I'm sure we'll have plenty of chances to talk. Even so, I wanted to say this while we're both still on the student council. I'm going to quit. Well, this semester is just about wrapping up. All this means is I'm not going to apply next year. That cigarette business gave me a lot to think about. This may sound odd, but do you think this country is headed in the right direction? I see. Me neither. Up until January, there was a sinister cult growing in popularity. A society without a future. For many people out there, that's the... I was thinking how we could change that, and what it would take to change society. My answer to that used to be, reform by those in power. I thought that was the only way. But starting a revolution just because you have the power to do so creates more problems. That's what the cigarette incident taught me. I realized how naive I had been. And it helped me arrive at a different answer. I think the best thing for society is education. Every last individual that makes up our society should have a right to education of heart and mind. I really believe I'm thinking of becoming a teacher. A society is shaped by its people. You're not... I see. That's all I wanted to... This was all...
Are you okay? You should get home and rest. Right now, Oh, sorry. This isn't the time to talk about that. I suppose I can tell you. It's nothing important, though. Look at this flyer over here. The Dark History of Student-Teacher Romance? People are free to fall in love with who they want. There's nothing wrong with that. I can see why it would be a problem if it was between a teacher and a student. That doesn't give them the right to make fun of it like this. I'm going to write a letter of protest to the school paper. Oh, I'll be alright on my own. I'm going to do this by myself. Thank you, Senpai. There's one thing I've decided for myself. It's not much. I'd like to continue on the student council for next year, too. It was because of you that I was able to change. I know that for a fact, and I never would have met you if I hadn't joined the student council. That's why I want to stay involved. At least, I hope I can. I want to be able to like myself more, and I want you to like me more, too. I want to be the first one you think of. That's why. I love you. What am I saying? I can't believe I said something like that at school. I'm sorry. Well then, please excuse me, but maybe next time we could go home together. I have so many places I'd like to see, and I want to visit each and every one of them with you.
It's quite rare for... Nothing much. After all, the days flew by. Was there really? Never mind. I guess hanging out with everyone at the dorm, we had some good time. If we hadn't lived in the same dorm, we might have never met each other. It's hard to imagine. I'll be leaving the dorm soon, but that doesn't change the fact that I'll always be your senpai. If you ever run into trouble, you can tag me in. Whatever happens, I'm on your side.
Aren't you the boy who used to talk to the monk up? He actually called here trying to reach you. Seems like he was wondering how you were doing. Come to think of it, I think he left a message for you. What was it he said again? Hey, don't give me that look. Just hang on a sec. Ah, found it. Here you go. I actually wrote it all down. Didn't think I had it in me, did you? Let's see. Oh man, the handwriting is awful. Who the hell wrote this?
I found my wife and son. My son's still a good-for-nothing punk, and my wife is frigid as usual. She's like an old wit. Lots happened, but I apologized 1,000 times, and I worked to make things right. I guess you could say we fell in love all over again. I realized, instead of holding on to my pride, I needed to just suck it up and apologize. It's all thanks to you. Well, you take care, kid. If it's meant to be, we'll see each other again.
That's the gist of it. I'm pretty sure I got everything he said. Oh, and don't bother asking for a number. He didn't say. But like he said, you'll see him again if it's meant to be. Don't they say, like, fate lies in God's hands or something? Oh, wait, that'd be Buddha for the monk. Anyways, that's that. If fate does bring you two back together, why don't you come party over here?
I'm Maiko's father, if you... Do you have a minute to talk? I've been dwelling a little on what happened. Perfect. If you don't mind, let's take a walk down to the takoyaki stand. I'll buy you some. My treat. The food there sure is good. But you knew that already, didn't you? When I see this place, I remember all the times I'd come here with Maiko. She came here when she ran away from home, too. She really loved the takoyaki. She's a good girl. Wouldn't you agree? She's so good that I wonder if she's really my own child sometime. She actually sent me a letter recently. It's chock full of details about her new life. She said she's made a lot of friends. Let's see. She's in charge of the rabbits at her new school and has had to get up early to clean the cages. They scolded her for forgetting her PE uniform. She forgot her homework and had to copy a friend. I guess she can be a bit absent-minded. I never knew that about her. Oh, and she did so well on her recorder test that she was asked to perform in front of everyone. Then she went on to talk about how she plays at the park by the school with her friends every day. Her mother's doing well, too. They're having a lot of fun together. Having fun. Must be nice. Nowadays, I just come home to an empty house. The rooms feel so big without those two around. I wonder if she feels the same way. Living in a home with no father in it. We put her through so much because of our own problem. I feel terrible about it. By the way, I've actually got a bone to pick with you, too. Maiko must have really liked you, huh? She wrote all about it.
I can't wait to grow up. That's why I'm drinking lots of milk. I'm going to marry him someday.
What the hell is that about, you little punk? You were taking advantage of my little Maiko, weren't you? Maybe I haven't been the best dad, but I'm still her father, damn it. And I'm not letting a guy like you touch my daughter with a 10-foot pole. I'll never let you marry her. And don't you forget it!
Well, look who it is. You've grown so much since the last time I...
Now, dear. What must have happened is that we shrank. Isn't that right?
Oh, is that how it is? Looks like you got one over on... Say, you know our old shop here, Bookworms? Ain't it?
Speaking of the new school building, it'll be moved to a special... Oh, dear boy, I know the tree isn't actually our son. And yet... This makes me...
Ever since my dear heard the news, she... Come on.
Please, dear. Anyhow, we'll be supporting... Looking at you again. You really did grow, didn't you? You've overcome great hardships. I could come back and visit us.
I heard he had a...
Oh, yes. I've heard that. Then he said it could use some fish fillet. Now it's an item on our hidden menu. I'm a big fan of it myself. I had him come up with some ideas for Wakatsu too.
Yes, he's the one. Sure, his appearance and behavior are... How should I say this? Eccentric? But he knows everything about food. There's not a restaurateur around here who doesn't know.
Is he that famous? So when you heard he was planning to leave to tour the country...
I was shocked and disappointed, but I'm glad to hear he's doing well for himself. I hear he's got a book coming out. It's very exciting. Even when he's far away, I can still feel him. Wait, don't run that.
Are the rumors about a King Suemitsu statue... Oh, are you a student from the area? Are you familiar with a high school student known... Oh, thanks for your time. I'd love it.
Coming up next, a special report on the Amazing Commodities Corporation, producer of Tanaka's Amazing Commodities. President Tanaka has made an undisclosed private expenditure that caused quite a stir in the media. With us is our reporter live on scene.
I'm reporting from the Amazing Commodities head office.
Word has it that President Tanaka will be coming out shortly to make a statement. The tension in the air is thick.
Thank you. We'll be looking forward to updates as things unfold. Back to the studio. The unaccounted for expenditure has sparked a massive investigation. Some theorize he is guilty of tax evasion.
Oh, no question. This is President Tanaka we're talking about. All he cares about is lining his own pockets. And he does it by swindling his own viewers. He could become the richest man on the planet and still never be satisfied. Why doesn't he donate some of that money for a change? Damn Scrooge.
Well, I'm sure he's not as bad as all that.
President Tanaka has emerged. He's carrying a microphone. It looks like he's about to...
Ready to go? In your TV, Tanaka's Commodity, everybody's ultimate friend and greet. Hi, everyone! Amazing Commodities is here for you year-round. Rain or shine, we have a monopoly on the cheapest, highest quality. Our stocks rise so high they're a hazard to birds. And we make losers every day out of people. We're the only miracle left in this sad, desolate world. That's the Amazing Commodities guarantee. We look forward to your business.
Oh. What the hell are you doing? You call yourself a reporter if you can't get one lousy cop.
We'll have to interrupt you there as we've just received It's from President Tanaka. Hi, this is Tanaka, the best friend you're... And what's in my pocketbook is my own. It's not my company's money. So what's it... But let me make one thing clear. I am not my conscience is clear, dear viewer. Amazing Commodities, here for you. Bye-bye. Apparently...
Does he have no shame just because he's... On behalf of pigs like...
Yes, thank you there. With no clues as to... Next up, this just in. We have reports that Amazing Commodities stocks have...
Have you seen There's Sanada-senpai, Kirijo, and that one student who passed away last year in an incident. Aragaki's...
It's me, I guess. May I please come in?
Thank goodness. I'm so happy to see you again. I'm sorry to show up so suddenly, but I really needed to talk to you. I remember everything. It seems like everyone else has forgotten, but I remember. That day I'm sorry. It's just that when I remembered, I was afraid you might go somewhere far away, like you did during the last battle. Today is graduation day. I'm sorry. The ceremony's already begun. The weather is so nice outside. Do you remember where we all promised to meet? Why don't we go ahead and wait for the others? We can enjoy the peaceful view of the city.
The time to part has finally... Though this is our last day together. We want the third-year class. We wish each of you good health, happiness, and success. On this momentous occasion, I bid you all a fond farewell on behalf of the student body.
Next from class.
Thank you.
This past year, I accepted an important responsibility as student council. When I first addressed you from this podium, I spoke to you all about seizing opportunity while you had the chance. It must have been fate that intervened and gave me an important reminder. As many of you know, my father unexpectedly passed away due to sudden illness. Sudden illness?
Wow, that's rare.
It's a big day.
I remember now. That's right. After my father died, there was a time I lost motivation to live my life.
Am I forgetting something?
Sonata-senpai? What are you doing?
Goromaru! But no longer. I shall honor my father's will. I won't run from the future. I'll face it head on. Not a single doubt remains in my mind. And the reason...
I promise.
Mitsuru.
That's right! It's because I have forged such wonderful friendships. And we swore that we would never lose hope, no matter what the future may bring.
Senpai! We remembered him, and Aigis!
Yes, I did as well. Let's go. They're waiting.
Hello, this is the ceremony. We're not done.
The wind. It feels so nice. I admit, I'm finally noticing the beauty of spring. It's wonderful. And yet, without exception, each and every season will come to an end. We fought side by side. We faced the world's end. And now, I'm finally beginning to understand what it was I'd been searching for. I always wondered what it really meant to live. Now I think it's following your heart, fighting for what you can change, and accepting the things you can't. Nothing on this earth lasts forever. Every life will one day fizzle out. That holds true for all of us, and as soon as you come to terms with it, you realize something. You see what really matters, and find out what it is that gives your life meaning. When I learned that I wasn't strong enough, I was tormented by it. Now I understand why. Protecting others is the duty I was given. But to me, it was more than an obligation. At some point, it became something I wanted to do for myself. Once I decided to try and prevent the fall, something inside me clicked. When I thought about how I might never see you again, that's when I first understood what mattered to me the most. And so, I made up my mind. What I want is to protect you from now until the end of time. I want to stay by your side. And I know I'm not the only one out there who could do this. But still, I want to. Because I'm positive, if I do it for you, and nothing's a waste. My life will have meaning. So, thank you. Sorry. What's gotten into me? It's good. I finally found a reason to live. So why am I... They're here. I see it now. I have friends. We support each other through thick and thin. Not everything needs to be for some greater purpose. Just caring about someone can be enough. That's all we need to give our lives meaning. As for me, I found my path. And that's to protect you with my life. Thank you so much for everything. You must be tired. Go ahead and rest now. I'll be right here. I won't be going anywhere. In a moment, the others will be joining us. It'll be okay. I'm right by your side, here to protect you forevermore.
知らずに私は過ごしていた今私